It would just be a tea for you to have.
It would just be tea.
It would just be tea.
Welcome to Real Talk Podcast episode 46.
Yeah.
These are getting worse.
Oh, I know.
So this is the end of a week and a half of being stuck inside.
Yeah.
It's been relatively drama-free.
Well,
It's been drama-free.
It's been drama-free.
It's been boring as fuck.
Yeah. Well, you and Tom aren't necessarily like you guys don't like when you guys get bored, like you guys go out and you guys do stuff.
Yeah.
I've always been kind of a couch potato, so I don't really have that problem with staying inside to an extent. Like I'll need to go out and get fresh air. Like
I feel like I wouldn't feel so cramped if I knew I was allowed to go outside.
what do you mean?
You know what I mean? It's like the not going out bit sucks.
Yeah.
But it's the now that they've been like, you can only go out for like essentials and shit.
Oh yeah,
and for
yeah.
your daily exercise.
Yeah.
Or you'll get fined. The fact that there is now a punishment for going outside makes me want to be outside more.
So it's kind of like that rebellion thing in the back of your head.
It kind of is. I think it's more the
Stick to
mental like oh fuck you. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. It's like don't tell me.
Because it's like you don't. It's the classic like kid with a toy he's never played with and seeing another kid play with it. It's just like, well now I want to do that thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I was doing that thing anyway. It wasn't exciting shit I was going out to do.
Yeah.
I would just like
It was
go
just
browse the local game store or something like that, which I'll probably do later out of boredom.
yeah. Probably I'll come with
Go
you.
get more Dungeons and Dragons shit.
Yeah. I actually
which we played a lot of
that.
recently.
It like ever since this whole thing started, like we've picked up more and more on just like the D&D side of things.
We've got more into the writing side of stuff and like the
Yeah.
appreciation of like quest writing. I've written so many quests over the last like three or 4 days. It's ridiculous.
And I did my first DM session, and I understand now like why. Like when you say it's like, all right, let's play D&D, and then you go off for like an hour or two to write out like the scenarios, to write out the people that you fight. Because I wrote my first DM session, and I don't want to do like a walkthrough of it, but I wrote it out. I kind of wrote like an outline, which was my first mistake.
Yeah.
And then it's so easy to kind of be thrown to kind of keep the players on track because it's so fun. Because if you're given an opportunity to do whatever you want, like there's no rules in it to an extent, but if you're given the opportunity to do whatever you want, then you can do whatever you want. The DM can't stop you. They can just kind of slightly nudge you back on the track.
Yeah.
But they can't just. It can't. A bad DM will just stop the game and just tell them to do exactly what they want.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, because like in my first session, so my whole thing was based around dragons
And Doom.
and Doom. Been playing so much Doom, and like your character, which I should have gotten to the backstories of the characters first.
Yeah, you should have.
Because the whole thing was based around saving these dragons. And then your character hated dragons with a passion to the point where like you want to kill them the second you see them.
Yeah.
And the first encounter they had to save a dragon, and first thing you said was, "I want to kill the dragon." It was already chained down, so there wouldn't have to be like a dex save or anything like that. I probably should have just let you kill the dragon.
Yeah. I guess I was saying this to either you or Tom the other day that it's different because I've DM'd almost every game we've played up to this point. So playing it was a different experience for me because I knew all the tricks and tools.
Yeah.
So it's just like I could play it sort of smarter than
And I've kind of
people
had
who've
like,
never DM'd before.
and I've had that, and like it was actually kind of funny being on the other end of the spectrum when I was DMing because I usually play with you or Tom. Or no, like I always play with Tom, but like DMing you was actually really fun because I was curious to see where you would go with it.
Yeah.
because like I didn't want to stop it. It was actually really funny.
I think I annoyed Tom a little bit because I took the other steps. It wasn't like look around, discuss it among the group. I was like, I know where this is going.
But I did note, because like I did appreciate, because I saw the look on your face like when I went into, because I wrote an entire paragraph, like 2 paragraphs on like the bad guy, like why they're doing it, their motive, like the world around it and all that kind of stuff, why they're capturing the dragons and stuff. And like I could see the look on your face when I even said the name of the bad guy and like what they were doing, the look on your face of just being like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then it was just kind of like, all right, let's get into it. So I wanted to get into the story behind it all, because I wrote a whole fucking thing about it.
That's the thing. I feel like this is the bit that I've learned to do over time, is that you need to write lore in as you go, and like otherwise it takes too long to get the game started.
Yeah.
So you don't want to like fill the people with all the information they can have, because then you're just expositioning all over.
You're better off to just drip feed them information as you go.
So I, as you probably know, so I always started off with "You are here, go." Yeah, because that's like the best. Like drop everyone into the game, get everyone into the mindset, everyone comfortable. Like there's usually a few practice rolls in there, like a quick encounter. Everyone sort of immerses themselves in the lore. Yeah. Then start feeding them story.
Yeah.
I should run a workshop on how to write D&D quests.
Honestly, we got time. We can do it.
Yeah. So it's just stuff like that. Like there is one written up for the group that we were doing before the whole outbreak thing started.
Yeah.
That's written and ready to go. I'll probably over the next couple of days write the one for after that.
Because right now we have, before this whole thing kicked off, before everybody was quarantined to their house. We had like what, 2, 3 campaigns running. We had we had 2.
There was one point where we had 2 on the go.
Yeah,
and that sort of fell off.
Yeah,
we'll probably get back into that starting now.
That one was actually really fun, because like and my character was a fucking moron. Because Steve the Bugbear. Because I
love Steve the Bugbear. Steve the Bugbear is so far my favourite character I've had to DM for.
Steve the Bugbear, Steve the Bugbear. No, he like the perks of playing a moron character.
A giant person. I picture you more as like Kronk.
Oh yeah.
From the Emperor's New Groove. Yeah. Like happy, lovable, but also like
super dangerous.
Large and dangerous. So it's like, I know full well, because I wrote your character.
Yeah.
I didn't write the backstory for your character. I just spec'd it while you were at work one day.
Yeah, my backstory is I woke up with a strange smell. I woke up with like a strange smell on my nose, and I just didn't know anybody, but I just went along with it.
Yeah, that's right. You woke up on a boat with no idea how you got there.
Yeah
that's right.
Like, for all I know, I probably got kidnapped or I got chloroformed.
See, that's good, because you've left your backstory open-ended, so you can write something in later.
Yeah.
Which is, like, it's good. I like how this has just turned into the D&D podcast.
I mean, what else are we going to talk about?
I mean, all we've done for the last week and a half is play D&D. And Doom.
Yeah. And that's...
Doom is good.
Doom is really good. And
is it? I don't... How do I do this without it sounding like a brag? There is no way of doing it. Is it annoying you watching me do things quicker on higher difficulty?
No, because I
know people who would annoy them. They're like, that's bullshit.
Oh, I take it with a grain of salt, because I'm more movies, you're more video games. Yeah. It's always been that way, and because now that there are little movies coming out, I'm starting to get into the whole into the video game aspect. I mean, we went up and I bought like 6 games, which was not the smartest thing to do, because I haven't even started any of them. I haven't even finished Doom yet I went out and bought 6 games.
You are a lot further through Doom than I am.
Yeah, but that's like because...
for those people who have played it, I have not even got it to the second Hellpriest yet.
Yeah, but what you're doing is you're 100%ing everything.
I am trying to. There was that annoying little Praetorian token thing that I missed. I don't even know how that...
I knew for a fact that was going to eat at you.
It's going to eat at me. I'm probably going to go back and replay the mission later.
Yeah, exactly. But like, and that's the thing with it, and I do like that's one of the mechanics that the game has, and they've really learnt from 2016. 2016 Doom was that like 2016 Doom was kind of I felt was kind of like
you could fall into a pattern.
Yeah.
So you knew once all of the creatures had been introduced.
Yeah.
You knew how to handle each one.
Yeah.
And in fairness, they've sort of done that with this because all of them, like obviously the smaller guys don't have a weak spot.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just not very strong. But all of the big guys have a weakness.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're quick enough and you remember enough to know or like remember what all of their weaknesses are, they're all fairly easy unless they throw like a large number of the big guys at you at once. Like those 3 Arachnotrons that fucked me up, I think.
Yeah. The spider bots.
Which fucking destroyed me.
Yeah. And I think that's what I really like about it is that the game, it's like the developers kind of made this thing where the game kind of learns. It's like the spider bots, for example. Like if you use your rocket launcher all the time with them, they're going to dash side to side. They're going to, they're going to jump up onto the roof. They're going to make it
a For Honor and Battlefront 2 phrase. They gank you.
They gank. They gank you, and but like it makes you kind of, and the more you keep on the more you keep on dying, the more you realize that you have to change up your weapons. Like to get rid of the turrets, you got to use the grenade.
Yeah, that was the thing with the 2016 one. Was
you could use
like
the
I
same...
would just use the shotgun.
Yeah.
And the plasma rifle.
Yeah.
And then
for like the big bosses.
If I could like flick through the two, because you could just tap it and it'll just switch between your last weapons. So as long as you change it so your quick move thing was the shotgun or the plasma rifle,
you're fine.
I could pretty much do the entire game.
Yeah.
In fact, I more or less did, unless I got into like a difficult spot where I like ran out of ammo and then I just switched to the machine gun.
Yeah, I kind of want to replay 2016 to kind of see the comparison between the two. And the thing is with like 2016 Doom and Doom Eternal is that there wasn't really much of a story there to begin with. It just kind of, or they tried to give you a little bit of a story.
Yeah.
Where like I felt like 2016 Doom was very story heavy, where like tried to give you a little bit of backstory behind Doom, but it kind of lost itself because it doesn't make any sense. Where like they went to Mars, and I've explained this on a different.
So they go to Mars, then you go to Hell, and then you go back to Mars, and then you go back to Hell, and then you go back to Mars, and then the game ends.
Yeah, and then the whole point of them being in Hell is them to extract energy to save the world, which doesn't make any sense. And then when you jump into, and I mean that in the literal sense, you jump into Doom Eternal, it is literally just like the world is hell. It's hell on earth.
Yeah, the world's fucked. Go.
The world's fucked. It's just a montage of you picking up guns and ammunition in the temple, in the Fortress of Doom,
which is such a great name.
It's such a dope name, and
it's so on the nose as well.
It's so on the nose, and it's just you picking up weapons and ammunition, loading yourself up, kind of testing that your arm blade works.
It does.
Go. That's it. It's like the world's fucked. Go have fun. Go kill some zombies.
My only complaint is that you use the same or similar executions for all of the little guys. You either punch them really hard, or you stab them in the brain, or you cut them.
And I don't mind that, but it didn't really occur to me until you told me that. So with the rocket launch, I always forgot that I had a rocket launcher.
The grenade launcher and the fire belch.
Yep, the fire belch. The fire belch, if you use that on small guys or big guys, gives you more
start
armor.
to drop armor, and then if you kill them while they're on fire, you get more armor.
Yeah, and then if you do a mercy, or if you do like not mercy,
if you do the glory kill,
if you do a glory kill, you get more health. If you
use the chainsaw,
if you use chainsaw, you get more ammo.
Yeah, so there are 3 major moves you have that give you health, ammo, and armor.
Yeah.
And you've got to sort of rotate between them to sort of stay on top of them.
Yeah, and I do like that in the game. It just focuses on what makes Doom really fun, is that it just focuses on killing demons and getting through. All I can tell you about the story for Doom is that you're a Doomslayer, the world's gone to shit, there's this person called the Khan Maker who's trying to destroy the world,
and you're trying to stop them.
And then throughout the way, you're getting drip fed all these different information,
like legends about you.
There's like
environmental stuff because when you go, you go to hell,
You go to hell,
and then there's a bit where you can see all like giant versions of like prehistoric versions of yourself,
yeah,
like Praetorian guards with like old school weapons,
yeah, and then
killing
like,
giant demons and shit. And you're
Yeah.
like, so clearly there's like this is a long standing like thing that just happens.
yeah, and like there's just so much like drip fed information where like you were supposed to be the one to destroy the world, you had to change your heart apparently, and then. But that's the thing; it doesn't stop on. It doesn't just like fixate on that. The game doesn't really feel like it stumbles. It just kind of starts off
It
running
just sort of
and then
casually drops stuff. It's like, if you want lore, here it is. If you don't, keep going over there and punching that guy to death.
like if you want lore, I would have suggested that you get the expendable pack that I got,
Oh yeah,
where it comes with like a book on the lore. It comes with like fan art. It comes with all this stuff. Came with the helmet. It comes with all this really cool stuff that if you want to know the lore of Doom,
I mean,
Should've
just
got that.
spend an hour on Wikipedia.
oh yeah,
Like, it's not that hard.
Well,
Like,
go on,
if
I'm
there-
sure-
That's the thing with these games. Is like, if you want the lore, there are places you can go to get that lore.
yeah. Like I'm sure there's like YouTube channels where like devote
Oh
themselves
yeah,
to
100%.
like there's YouTube channels on like devoting themselves to like the lore of Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. That
But that's the thing with anything. Like, there are three levels of fans for any franchise. There's like the casual viewer.
yep,
I always use like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings as like the big one.
yeah,
It's like there are casual fans who have seen the movies
yeah,
and they enjoyed them.
yeah.
Then there are the fans who've like they've seen all of the movies like a few times and they've watched maybe a couple of the TV shows, read a couple of books.
Yep.
And then there are the people like us who have consumed every ounce of media possibly available
And
across an entire franchise. And
and-
I've done that for like multiple franchises.
and a complete nightmare to try and start a conversation with about. Because if you get one thing wrong, we're gonna go, well, actually,
Yeah, I've seen. I have been on both sides of that argument,
yeah,
and like it's an easy thing to do where you slightly mispronounce a name of something, and there's always some.
and you just kind of get like that
There's
old
like
anime trick where
there's
it's
like-
just everything goes black except your eyes.
Was
It's
that
just
some
like-
dork just goes, I think you'll find it's pronounced X, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't give a shit.
But like,
But then there's like, I get caught up on. This is the only thing I get when people mispronounce character names.
mm,
You're like, they're main characters.
yeah.
You should know their names.
It's like it's like things that if you didn't know, like if somebody said like, oh, Emperor Palpatine or something like that, and then if like hardcore fans would say like, oh, like his early name was Sheev Palpatine. It's like people who just watch the movies
Wouldn't know that.
Wouldn't know that. It's
I
never.
don't
even
think it's
brought up.
ever mentioned.
It's
in the movie.
never mentioned. It's only ever mentioned in like the expanded lore and the comic books and the novels and all that kind of stuff. You wouldn't even know about.
That was weird. Somebody didn't check how much space was on the memory card.
Sorry, my bad.
That's fine.
Well, that kind of threw a spanner in the works, didn't it?
Yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about being ridiculously into a franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, like, we've both done it for Star Wars. Like, we know more or less everything. And it's one of those things that every time one of us finds something new, like some new piece of information, we immediately go and tell the other person about it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's like, neither of us... Because I know there are people who like... Oh, yeah, of course I knew that. And it's just like, But if, like... I guess we're the good kind of fans in a way. It's
We're the
like
kind of-
we're just excited to have like new information. So I'm like I'm currently reading. Well, I say reading. I'm listening to the audiobook for The Rise of Skywalker. Apparently, it's got a whole bunch of other information in it.
Yeah.
And so like, other than the people who played Fortnite, it's the only place you can get the actual message that Palpatine sent out.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like this morning listening to it, and I was like, "Holy shit! I'm going to show Jared."
Yeah.
It's just like it's literally like 3 sentences.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "That's such a Palpatine thing to say."
Yeah.
And I
It's
was
like
so I literally got up off the couch, came into the kitchen, and was like, "Jared, Palpatine's message. This is awesome."
Yeah. And but then you're right. There's people like us who are excited just to give out information about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because the more
Just
people know
excited that
about
this
it,
information exists.
yeah. Because the more people who know about that information, the more people we can talk to about it. And
Yeah.
don't feel like
Theorize.
and theorize. But then there are other fans who just kind of use that information as kind of like a weapon to kind of be like, "Ha, you don't know this. You're an idiot." It's like,
Yeah.
you don't know this made up thing. But
What do you mean you didn't know Sheev Palpatine's great-great-grandfather was blah? You're like, Because that's an arbitrary, useless piece of fucking information.
Yeah.
But I'd say there are a few franchises where I've like started watching it and become obsessed.
Oh yeah.
Like I've sunk hours and hours and hours, like hours of my life who could have spent learning like useful stuff, like an instrument, or like
I can tell you from experience
something good, and instead I can tell you the entire lore and backstory of Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Doctor Who.
And that's another thing too. It's like I'm not obsessed with Doctor Who, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting there because like we watched 2 back-to-back episodes last night that were like 45 minutes long. And we were going to watch another one, but then we looked at it and it was like almost midnight, so we had to stop it there. Like, even to the point where it's like, neither of us have work tomorrow, but it's getting to a point where it's getting too much.
Yeah, there's a lot. I guess it's easy for me to turn stuff off and walk away. Yeah. You don't imagine what it's like for you.
Oh, I'm
curious. Because I'm re-watching it.
Yeah.
So I can see you going, I want to know what happens. And I'm like, well, I know what happens. So like,
but I can tell you this right now. It's fine for me. Like, the episode that we're up to right now...
I hope I'm doing a good job of not giving too much away.
Yeah, really not.
Because I know I can do that sometimes. Where I'm like, I know something's about to happen, and I'll just be like...
You did kind of do something to me, because I think it was like the episode with the Ultramen? Or the...
Oh, the Cybermen.
The Cybermen. And you did say, it was like, have you noticed a reoccurring thing yet? I'm like, no, there's a reoccurring thing. So, but now I'm constantly on the lookout because I don't know if it's a metal. Like, is it metal? Like, what is it?
No. It's if you want a hint, I can give it to you. It's a word that keeps appearing. So the first one was Bad Wolf, the first season, and then it like you picked it up in fairness before they brought it up.
Bad Wolf.
Yeah, you were like, oh, they keep mentioning Bad Wolf. And I was impressed because most people would have missed that.
Yeah.
But the second season it's the first season of David Tennant. For those of you who have seen it before,
the Angry Doctor.
The recurring theme. Like everyone who's watched it knows what the recurring theme is.
Yeah.
And it will become obvious as soon as they mention it.
I'm just trying to think what it could be.
It literally, I think it's like the first part of the 2-part finale.
Was that the...
They'll mention it. They'll be like, hey, blah. You haven't got to it yet.
I'm just trying to think what it could be. It's definitely... I can't even theorize what it could be. Because I guarantee you, the second I hear it, I'm going to notice that I've seen it all in every episode in the season.
Yeah. Because there's a...
Does it have any...
Some seasons are like blatantly obvious as well. Like, I think the first season of Matt Smith is the crack in the wall. And it's literally like, it's in your face. Like, that's not a spoiler.
Oh, really?
It's like, it's in the first episode, and it's like the main part of the first episode. And then, like, throughout the season, like, every couple of episodes, it's literally somebody goes, look at that crack in the wall!
But, like...
And then, like, the mystery that season is working out what the crack in the wall is.
That's going to eat at me for so long now, because now I'm just going to...
In fairness, I think it's only 13 episodes long, like, this season. And you're on episode, like, 9.
Well, like, the episode that we're on now is actually really cool so far, and I'm getting Doom vibe from it.
You haven't seen the main monster yet?
No.
But, it's Doom.
It's Doom?
It's Doom.
Oh, yes. Because even at the planet that they're on, like, the circumstances that they're in, it's straight up Doom. I love it so much, and I'm sure the people who have seen Doctor Who will know exactly what episode I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure the next episode you watch is called The Satan Pit.
Oh.
Or Satan's Pit, or something along the lines of, it's the word Satan and pit. It's great.
So, I don't get, so are they going for like, so is this like a religious sort of season?
They do bring it up across, like, obviously every now and then there's just, like, random aliens and monsters and shit. They do every now and then bring up, like, something that's either from a religion, part of a myth, or like a legendary monster or something, like a story, and they change it slightly to fit with aliens.
Yeah.
They did it for vampires. They did it for werewolves. They do, I think they're pretty much doing the whole Satan thing now.
The Weeping Angels, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not.
Are they as scary as
That's next season, though. That's next season.
I really wish there was a VR game.
I've got it, and I know for a fact there's Weeping Angels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I just get, every time it gets slightly creepy, I just go, I can't.
Because, like, the other day we were playing it, and, like, it started off kind of... Because you started...
For confirmation, I'm playing the Doctor Who Edge of Time VR game.
Yeah. And like for me, it started off a little bit iffy because you started off in
like a laundromat.
In a laundromat, and like it didn't really seem like, and there's only so much you can do with
like that
a VR game.
It's not combat either. It's
exploration.
It's exploration and like puzzles. Like while you guys were fucking around the other night, I was doing a laser puzzle.
Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, that's what you were doing. Because you were just in the zone. Like, is that why you had like the?
I had the headphones in because like Tom was playing with my niece Amara and was. It's just like general noise. It's fine, but like I didn't want to turn the TV up as if to be like, "Hey guys, shut up." But there's headphones on the VR set.
Oh yeah.
So I just put the headphones in because I was getting instructions.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Okay. Because like I see, if that's the thing with puzzle games for me, I wouldn't be good at it. I mean, like I played the Batman one. Yeah. And like when I was in the morgue, like you got it within 5 minutes. Yeah. I was looking around, just fucking around, throwing batarangs.
But that's happening on Doom as well.
Is it?
Yeah, like I'm getting platforming sections or like hidden stuff way faster than you are.
There was one bit. Sorry to cut you off, but there was one bit that actually pissed me off really bad.
Was that the one where you had to drop back down?
No.
To get the light to shine through to open the door.
That was actually clever. I would never have got that. It was, I think, on the one where you are leaving hell. And there's like a platform where you have to jump on platforms.
Oh, is that the one where I skipped like half the platform?
You skipped half of it.
Just by being good at platforming.
Yeah, and you skipped half of it and just jumped to the other end and just did the other half and just did it with
ease. I just did the double jump and then double dash and I just managed to grip the edge and pull myself up.
It took me so long to do that because I suck at platform games. That's why I won't play Crash Bandicoot because I'll just snap the thing in half.
That's fair. Crash Bandicoot was bullshit.
But like, I say that.
Did you ever watch me play Spyro?
No.
You never, yeah. I was the same. That's why I don't think I ever finished Spyro 2. I think I have it.
You have it.
I just haven't played. But mainly because it took it fucking ages to install. But I played the first game all the way through 110%.
Oh wow! How long did it take you to finish it?
Couple hours, 6-7 hours. But that's because I stay in every level.
Until everything
is done, which you can do in the first game because you have all the abilities straight away.
Right.
The second one forces you to leave,
right?
Get different abilities and go back. Which I'm like, I don't mind going back to stuff. Like I didn't mind it when Fallen Order did it.
Yep.
Because it was like the whole point was that there were areas you couldn't get to yet, and it was like a intricate, interconnecting planets and all that shit. And like I didn't mind doing that, but Spyro is not the kind of game where, other than to get the collectibles, there is any purpose going back.
Yeah, true. See, I feel like with games like that, and I feel like I'd even do it with Crash Bandicoot too, where it's like, if I was just doing that, Crash Bandicoot, I would definitely do it, because it would take me so long just to finish like the hard levels on Crash Bandicoot, where if I actually did finish it, I would just go straight through to the end and just get absolutely annihilated, because like if you don't destroy any of the boxes, they keep falling on you until like you're knocked out.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you I would just finish it without getting any of the collectibles. I would probably do the same thing with Spyro. But that's the thing with me, it's like, and I'm doing it with Doom now, is because I am curious. I'm there for the story and for the gameplay, to see how the mechanics are working and to see like what the game is offering. But like you've been playing video games a lot longer than I have, and like you've just become accustomed.
I don't necessarily think that's true. What? I am older than you, which is a fact I do forget.
What?
Quite often. That I am like 4 years older than you.
I forget that too.
Yeah. I actually think I've intensively been playing video games longer than you.
Oh yeah.
Like my must finish everything attitude I've had that since I was like 15.
Yeah.
So it's like the introduction of trophies in video games ruined my life. Because when all you had to do was like finish a game and do all the challenges, and it just gave you a big 100% and tick, and then they introduced trophies, and it was like, yeah, but if you were good, and I was just like,
They introduced like the platinum level, gold level, and all that kind of stuff.
And I have had to give myself like a set of rules and like criteria for me bothering to go for the platinum. Where it's like I won't do it if you have to play it on hard. Yeah. It's not that I'm against playing it on hard.
I mean, you're doing it now.
I am doing it now. But like, if it goes, oh, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to get to a bit where I just get stuck, which does happen to the best of us.
Yeah.
And then be like, fuck, I have to do this because I've decided I'm doing it. Because once I've decided I'm going to go get that platinum,
Yeah.
I'm getting the platinum.
Yeah.
Like it's the thing. I did it for Spider-Man PS4, which was a relatively easy one.
Yeah.
I did it for God of War.
Yeah.
I did it for Fallen Order.
And
Fallen Order was actually hilarious because I finished it. I got the glitch where it stops you from growing your terrarium because you collected the seeds after the story mode. Because for some reason, it uses missions to measure time.
Yeah.
So if you collect the terrarium seeds afterwards,
you can't
it stops
grow
you
them.
from doing it.
Right.
So I restarted it, but instead of restarting it on easy, technically I did it for God of War as well. I started it on Jedi Master,
Yeah.
or Grand Master.
See,
So
that,
I was like, okay, so I finished it on normal, and now I just have to do this extra thing, and I just wanted to see what Grand Master was like, and it's fucking awesome. I did it for God of War as well, because I finished it on normal, because I always finish the story on normal first, because I feel like normal is the way the game is supposed to be played.
right.
And then I got a glitch where I forgot to get an elemental,
Yeah.
which I needed a part for to get the last suit of armor, to get the last trophy,
Yeah.
which is annoying.
I feel
so
like-
I replayed it
Yeah.
on extra hard, whatever the thing was, like the hardest difficulty.
You know what? I don't think I ever played, because you mentioned Fallen Order. I don't think I ever played it. I think I watched you play it. Tom played it for a bit, stopped, and then
It was not Tom's game.
no. But for me, like my games that I go to are like fighter games, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
First
see, that's
person
weird
shooters.
because it confuses me that you're good at fighting games, but you can't. In fact, I know what it is. I keep beating you on Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And I keep beating you because you're doing the same thing. You do the same thing on that you do on Doom, which is forget that you have extra abilities.
Yeah.
Because if it's not like directly in front of you,
Yeah, if it's not directly in front of me, because I won't use it. Because I just do this thing where I just forget that I have other abilities, because you would always score like 2,000-3,000 points more than me, because you just remember that you have like force abilities, push, pull, make you forget shit, make you introvert your controller so you fall off a fucking cliff.
yeah.
But like
throwing you off stuff on Kashyyyk is probably like the dickest thing I do.
playing Kashyyyk
It's fine,
is fine, but
unless you play as a Force user.
unless you play as a Force user. Kashyyyk is one of those things where it's like,
Because if you get clipped with the Force power,
you're,
like push, pull, or like Darth Maul's like choke and throw thing.
yeah,
Even like to a certain extent, like Chewbacca's thing or Han Solo's grenade. There's like a few abilities that like knock you back.
yeah,
But there are so many edges you can fall off. You can, and I have proved this, you can win while scoring less points.
you can.
No, you can. I did it the other day online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was not my proudest moment. It was more a test.
Now that
But like, he would do more damage to me, and
Yeah.
he would just evade. Like, especially like Darth. I did as Darth Vader. He definitely blocked me. But he was like, he did so much more damage to me, and I would just go choke and just drag him off the edge.
yeah,
And then like, you only get like 25 points for that, because like you get one for using the ability,
yeah,
and then you get 15 points for doing damage.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that's true.
So it's like you get 10 points for the kill and 15 points for damage because you've done no damage.
Yeah,
And you've killed him. So he ended up on like 9,000 points, and I won on like 3,000 just because I kept pushing him off the edge.
yeah, fair.
But it's still I won.
But was he a dick?
Yeah, he ledged me twice in a row.
Yeah. So
And
he
then I was
deserved
like,
it.
fine.
But that's the thing. It's like, actually, I'm actually kind of curious.
Once is an accident,
Yeah,
twice is deliberate. Because he was like hiding behind something
yeah,
and waiting for me to like walk past, and then pushing, knowing full well that you just end up off the edge.
yeah. So
And
it's like,
so I came from the other direction. I just decided I was going to do the same thing to him.
so it's like you do it once. That was. It's all good. I can forgive that.
Yeah.
Twice, you're taking the piss. 3 times, you're a dick.
Yeah. Then he abused me on the internet and blocked me.
But I see that as an absolute win.
Yeah, no, that is an absolute win.
Because like if
because
you're,
you were trying to be a dick and I was better at it than you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So, but that's the thing. If you block someone online,
That's an.
that's
the thing. If
that's
you
a
abu-
forfeit.
yeah, if you send a message telling me I'm a fucking dick,
Yeah.
right, and then block me on the internet, that doesn't upset me.
No.
That means I have beat you in such an embarrassing way that you can no longer bear to face me again.
That's true. I don't think I've ever played enough online to be blocked, but I'm sure like now is probably the best time to do it. Where I feel like I'd be blocked all the time.
I get blocked on Battlefront 2 all the time just for being annoying.
That's the thing. It's like if I started playing online, I guarantee you I would be blocked mainly because I'd be that guy in the party who would just Leroy Jenkins it. Because why not? It's fun.
I have been I get blocked mainly for running into like the middle of a battlefield shouting "Death to the Clankers." That's racist. No, it's not. They're robots. The droids.
General Clanker.
General Clanker. That's not even my joke. That is a Zanny joke.
Yeah, I actually started watching him because you started watching him.
It's funny.
He's funny.
Funny.
Like when he starts
Go
playing.
and check it out. If you're bored and you like Battlefront 2 or For Honor, just go and watch just Zanny play. It's ZANNY.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
And we need to figure out how to put like cards up in the corner.
We do need to work out that shit. I do also think we should call it there. We've been
Call
going
it
for
there?
a little while.
Yeah, fair. We've been going for a while.
So if you want to read our reviews and articles and stuff, they're on realtalkpcd.com. I am on Twitter at reviewbylurch and Instagram at realtalkrice.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at jaredkiddo1. Don't post anything, not yet. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at
JaredKiddo1.
JaredKiddo1.
It's very creative.
I'm a creative fellow.
Real Talk is on Twitter at real_pop. We
Yep.
are on Instagram at Real Talk Pop Culture Discussions. There is definitely more posted there than either of our personal channels.
Yeah.
Facebook is Real Talk Pop Culture Discussions.
Yeah.
The page is public. Just go and like it.
And I'm actually really happy with how the Facebook page. The Facebook page, like a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, or a little bit less than a month ago, was at about 35 people. Like, as of now, we're at 112 people following the Facebook page. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Do us a favor and go over to the YouTube channel
And subscribe
to that one too.
Because that helps.
It does
The YouTube
help.
channel, subscribing to the YouTube channel helps more than anything else, really.
Yeah.
The
Does it sound
Facebook
like
page
I'm begging?
is also good because that means it will be shown to more people.
Yeah.
Which is good, and the same applies to YouTube. It just helps us out.
Yeah.
Just genuinely appreciate it.
And when the movies come back, there'll be more stuff.
There'll be more stuff.
There'll be more stuff.
We're doing stuff like Pop Tailor's coming soon. We've got like a few recipes now. I'm probably going to make one because I'm an alcoholic.
I mean, it's
1 o'clock.
midday,
It's
isn't
fine.
it? Oh, it's 1 o'clock?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Alright, it's time to drink.
Can you tell we've not had much to do?
And my scotch is gone.
As always, guys, keep it real.
And stay sexy. And stay safe.
I need a drink.
Me too.